Hi, I'm Avina. Celtics were people from the nations of northwestern Europe, and today their descendants are celebrating the opening ceremony of the Standing Stones here in Brisbane. Now let's meet some people who are celebrating with us today. Hi, Ian, nice to meet you. Can you tell me what brings you here today?
Well, I'm a member of the Celtic Society and also the High Commissioner for Australasia for our Clan Lamont, which obviously is a Scottish clan. And Clan Lamont is one of the oldest clans in Scotland.
Wow, interesting.
I think we formed in America. We've got America, New Zealand, not New Zealand, we've got America, Canada, Scotland obviously, and Europe have got sections of our clan that are still alive in those areas. And obviously you're aware of the Celtic Society.
Yes.
And the broad number of countries that were in the Celtic Society, Scotland obviously being one, and Northern Ireland.
Yes.
I've been High Commissioner for a couple of years now.
Yes.
Our clan chief resides in Sydney. He happens to be a Roman Catholic priest.
Oh, okay.
And we're not Catholic, but anyway, he let us in. And that was, one of the mixtures of clans and Scotland, for many a year, was the mixture of the of religions. And obviously, as we all know in history, that religions were the ones that usually fought against each other because different religions and ideas and so forth.
So tell me something, your feather, I can't ignore it.
Feathers?
Yes, these feathers, are they...
They're eagle's feathers.
Eagle feathers? Oh,
They're
beautiful.
definitely eagle's feathers, yes. Single feather is Commissioner, 2 feathers is High Commissioner, and 3 feathers is the Clan Chief.
Oh, wow.
And we do have High Commissioners in those other areas on the world, in America, Canada.
Okay.
Haven't got one in Scotland. I've been pressing the Chief to get a High Commissioner in Scotland.
Okay.
I talk to him pretty regularly when I can get him when he's not in his Catholic duties.
I noticed some things in your sock. Can you tell me what's in your sock?
My leg and my shoes.
There's a wooden device. Oh,
That's
yes.
pretend, because I don't believe in wearing live ones, let's say. Usually got a side arm, but once again today doesn't warrant that.
Oh. Well, I love your outfit, and it was really lovely meeting you, Ian, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you. At least you got the Irish green on you.
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Mavis. It's a pleasure to meet you. Can you explain why you're here today?
Well, we're the Celtic Council of Australia Queensland Incorporated, and why we're here today is because we're having a very historic event today. It's the inauguration of the Celtic Stones, which represents 8 nations belonging to the Celtic heritages. There's Ireland, Scotland, Brittany, Wales, Isle of Man, Cornwall, and I think that's the 8 of them. Yeah. Asteria is a Spanish one. So they're all represented today, and it's been a long time coming, this monument. It's been in the making for 8 years.
And I believe you are the person behind it.
Yes, it was myself and my Vice President Robert Ward, who, without this and his help and his dedication, this monument wouldn't be standing today.
Wow.
And the other people that I have to acknowledge in this interview is Bill Berger, Creating Communities, since 1988, who was the very first person who gave me a donation. I actually met him on a ship on a cruise, and he donated $15,000 as a starting point for the stones to be established. The second people that I would highly recommend and are very grateful to is Hutchison's Builders. They have been magnificent right from day one, have stuck with us to get this project today.
Well, it is an amazing achievement.
We're very proud,
Yes.
and we're very proud to be able to give this monument to the city of Brisbane.
Yes, we're very lucky. Can you please explain your beautiful outfit?
My outfit is the Queensland dress tartan, and it represents the sky, the sea, the sun, and the trees. That's the colours that run through it. And my medals, the green one is presented as a DUA, and its meaning is honoured person. The red one is a CYC, and that is the one that you represent, Friends of the Celts.
Beautiful. And your earrings?
My earrings are Celtic, they're Irish, and they're Celtic. They've got the Celtic symbols on them. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
We're praying it doesn't rain, and I'm so proud today. I'm quite emotional about these stones. I love them.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
sharing us.
Thank you.
Hi, Ian.
Yes.
Well, nice to meet you. And can you tell me what the Celtic
Council.
is about?
The Celtic Council is an organisation which covers our main Celtic countries. And why it's so good and it's growing in numbers is because a lot of the little countries can't get out and do anything. And by joining us all together, we have a big group. We have over 180 members at the moment, and we're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And when some of these people have meetings, you might have 9 or 10 people turn up. Where they come to the Celtic Council, and they're all related in a way. The Irish and the Manx and the Welsh and the Cornish and everything like that. And everybody can cross-talk to each other. And the relatives they got all over the place. And they're finding that now that this organisation is the organisation to be in. And it's just going to, and this is what we're putting on today. This is all about the stones.
Yes.
And this has taken 8 years, 5 years trying to get it through the government, which is unbelievable. And now they're here, they're in a good location. While I was here yesterday, everybody going past wants to know what it's all about.
Yes.
And this is going to be a monumentous day for us.
Yes.
Sooner the better. And the Scots are here, the Irish are here, and I said the Cornish, the Welsh, the Manx, Galicia, Asturias, which is in Spain, Brittany. I represent Brittany in Spain, in France. And we're here to enjoy ourselves, and this is what the main thing is.
Wonderful. Thank you. And you are the president?
I'm the president of the Australian Scottish community.
Oh, wonderful.
And I run my own festivals, Tartan Day, things like that. So I've done that for 23 years. And by joining in together, we'll run Tartan Day all together next year, the whole lot of us. And that'll brings everybody in. So, thank you.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you, Grace.
Diolch yn fawr, thank you.
I love your outfit. It's very beautiful. Can you tell me a bit about it, please?
It's not a costume like some people call it. It is the national dress of Wales. Right. It came into being a couple of 100 years ago.
Wow.
Right. Lady Gower decided that in Wales we needed something different to England. And this is the result.
Amazing. I love the daffodil. Does the daffodil mean something?
It's a national emblem of Wales.
Oh, yes. Of
Right,
course.
it's known. We've known it for many, many years as Blodyn Gobaith. In English, that means the flower of hope. And if you look at Cancer Care Council, that is what their emblem is, the daffodil, the flower of hope.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
So I see you speak Welsh
yes,
fluently.
I'm fluent.
Wonderful. And how long have you been in Brisbane for?
Oh, I've only been in Brisbane 23 years.
23 years.
I've been in Australia 50 odd years.
Oh, wow. So tell me what this day means to you.
It means an awful lot because I'm a founder member of the Celtic Council Australia Queensland. I'm also a founder member of the Celtic Council of Australia. Right, very much involved in Glen Innes with the Standing Stones from its origin. And we have waited almost 8 years to get these stones up here, so it means a lot.
Wow.
And it's, of course, it represents the Celtic nations.
Yes.
So there's something in Brisbane now for all the Celts.
Yes, no.
Yes, so
I'm sure all the Celts have awaited this long day, this amazing day. And so we look forward to the parade and everything else that this celebration is bringing to the day. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I'd just like to recite a name of the smallest station in Wales that has the longest name with 58 letters in it. Right, in English they call it Llanfair PG, but in Wales it's Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Gogerydd Chwyrndrobwyll Llantyseilio o Gogoch.
Wow.
It's a mouthful.
It is. It's amazing.
That
Thank
one,
you
yes.
for sharing that.
Oh, thank you. Right, bore da. Good morning.
Good morning. Lovely to meet you, Graham.
Good morning.
Can you tell me what your Celtic background is?
My ancestry is Scottish, and my cousin in Scotland is the actual chief of the Clan Jardine, our name, and I have been appointed by the bloodline as the chieftain in Australia, which is the head of the Jardine clan in Australia. We've been here since 1840. My Jardine ancestors overlanded cattle from Cape York, up Cape York, from Rockhampton to the very tip of the Cape in 1864, and the family lived on the tip of Cape York. If you look at your map of Queensland, you'll see the Jardine River and the Jardine National Park at the very tip of Cape York.
Oh, wow.
So my mother had been the matron of the hospital on Thursday Island and met my father living on Cape York, and we were evacuated at the very beginning of the war years. I was born in November 41 and we were evacuated in February 42, came down to Brisbane and lived here ever since. So I more or less now head up as the titular head of the clan in Australia, and I belong to all sorts of organisations, not only the Celtic Council here, of which I'm a director and treasurer, but also the Scottish Clans Congress, the Scottish Knights Templar, and I don't know, I can't think, I belong to many organisations, so it's in the blood, you know what I mean?
Wow, I understand. Do you speak the language at all?
Regrettably not, no. I've never bothered to learn Gaelic, so I'm not a true Scot in that sense, and I can't even play the bagpipes because they usually play for me, being the chieftain.
Tell me a bit about your feathers.
The feathers, a chief of a clan, the head person, wears 3 feathers. And a chieftain, that is like in a country, like a different country, they wear 2 feathers. And then a high commissioner, if they're not related or anything, they wear 1 feather. And also people that have coats of arms, armigers, wear 1 feather also.
Interesting.
So,
and they're eagle feathers.
They're normally eagle feathers, they should be, you know, so yeah.
Beautiful. And these medals.
I was in the Army Reserve. I was called up for national service and then continued on in the Army Reserve from 1959 to 1996. And I went from trooper to captain, and whilst I've never been overseas, I've seen all over Australia and done all sorts of interesting things like going up in aeroplanes and helicopters and things like that. So that's
Beautiful.
what my medals are for service in the Army Reserve.
Yes.
Over 30 years.
Interesting. Yeah. Can you also tell me what this day means to you?
Well, it's been a long time in coming. We always went down to Glen Innes in New South Wales for their standing stone ceremonies each year, whereas the chieftain I would be called on to address the haggis, which is the Scottish dish, you know what I mean? And
yes, yes.
You have to address the haggis. I used to do that each year, and I went down there for 10 or 12 years doing that. And then Mavis, the president here, Mavis Williams, decided that maybe we should have a presence of our own in Queensland of a standing stone, like Stonehenge in England. So anyway, we arranged to purchase the stones in Glen Innes, and then the big building company Hutchison's managed to transport them up here and keep them in storage. And then after numerous negotiations with councils and state governments and whatnot, we were allowed to insert them here into this Moorlands Park. So, you know, being of Scottish heritage, I think it's wonderful that all the Scottish nations, the Scots, the Irish, the Manx and Celts, I don't know, there's hordes of them, there's about 7 or 8 different ones now. And we've made a big collection, donations from all over the place. And finally now the fruition is here, the stones are in, and we will inaugurate them today. So
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you indeed.
Thank you. Hi Trish.
Hello.
So tell me, what brings you here today?
Well, I am Cornish born. I do live in Melbourne at the moment, but lived here in Redcliffe for 13 years and became president of the Cornish Association of Queensland. I was actually the first Cornish born woman president for 4 years, so that was very nice. I've come to join my friends today for this special occasion.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit about your beautiful tartan scarf.
Well, the colours represent Cornwall, the sand, and of course the sea, the sky, and all the wonderful coast that we have. And the black and white is sort of the colours of the sort of patron saint St Piran, which has lots of stories written about.
Beautiful. And are you able to tell me a little bit about your life back in Cornwall?
Oh, definitely. We had quite a simple life. I grew up there, and we emigrated when I was in the 20s. But we grew up with the coast. The sea was a big part of our life, and there was a lot of fishing done, fishermen, and of course we loved the music. There was lovely Cornish choirs, and we always grew up with lots of singing music. And of course, you can't go to Cornwall without having a pasty. As you know, that was part of our food.
Yes,
and the scones and jam and clotted cream was all part of growing up. So some wonderful memories there growing up.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
And I hear you're a poet.
Yes, and when I came to Queensland, I ran a poets society, so that was good. And so today I'm going to read a couple of Cornish poems. We have a good sense of humour, so I hope people will enjoy them.
I'm sure they will. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here today.
Well, I hope so. I'm praying hard that the sun will come out.
Thank you, Trish.
Thank you.
We look forward to the celebrations.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure we'll all enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi, Jeff. Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I see that you have a beautiful set of bagpipes here. How long have you been playing bagpipes for?
Well, it started way back when I was 13, some 50 odd years ago, at high school, because there was a pipe band in the Army Cadets, and we learnt there, and just sort of kept it going ever since.
Lovely. Amazing. I love the bagpipes myself. So I'm looking forward to the band playing. Can you tell me a little bit about the colours on your tartan, please?
Well, on my dad's mother's side, on my grandmother's side, that family traces back to Donegal in Ireland. So the kilt I wear is St Patrick's.
Oh.
Because when I went to get a kilt, there wasn't that many Irish tartans. So I ended up getting the St Patrick's one.
Okay.
So, but there is also a connection to Scotland, to the Fife district, but I haven't quite followed that up yet.
Well, that's all right. And tell me what the standing monuments mean to you.
Well, it's very significant to probably all Celts that we have one here in Brisbane, because we're quite a large Celtic area, and after Glen Innes sort of thing. So it's important to all of us Celts to. I'm very proud to have that monument here.
Yes. Thank you, and we are looking forward to the celebrations at 12 o'clock today, and look forward to your playing and the rest of the band.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, Maureen. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too, Avina.
Can you tell me what brings you here today?
I'm in a little group called the Celtic Nations Pipe Band of Queensland, and we're playing to celebrate the opening of the stones that are behind us.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your amazing outfit.
This is my kilt. It's ancient Mackenzie. Originally, I was in the Redlands Scottish and Celtic Society Pipe Band, which unfortunately closed down, but they allowed me to keep the kilt, and just a long sleeve shirt and a vest, and long hose and brogues.
Beautiful. And this, what?
Oh, sporran.
All right. And what's in there?
My mobile phone.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit about your rings? These are Celtic.
Oh, they're all Celtic designs. This one is a clather, which is for love, loyalty and friendship. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And my engagement ring,
Yes, yes.
Celtic. Most of them are Celtic design.
Yes. And so what part of the Celtic nation are you from?
On my dad's side, his family were from Northern Ireland, and my mum's side, there's Scottish and Irish as well. So I've got lots of bases covered there.
Yes, interesting. Do you speak any of those languages from
I
there?
wish I did, but no, unfortunately I don't.
That's all right.
I love listening to the Celtic music though.
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
And do you play a musical instrument by any chance?
I play the bagpipes, yeah.
Wow, amazing. And so you're part of the band?
Yeah, part
today?
of the band today.
Beautiful. We are looking forward to listening you play your music and your bagpipes.
We'll try not to make mistakes then.
It'll be a very enjoyable event today.
Hopefully it'll be a relaxed and enjoyable event, yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Maureen, and we'll look forward to seeing you out there.
Thank you very much, Avina.
Thank you, Maureen.
Okay.
Hello, James. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Avina.
What brings you here today?
Well, it's a special day. This is quite an amazing time for the Celts here in Brisbane to celebrate the standing stones, our little mark on this terra firma here in Brisbane. So it's a special day.
Wonderful. And what is your Celtic background?
I have Cornish heritage going back. I'm fourth generation Australian, but my lot come out in 1840 in chasing the gold in Queensland. Others were there before. So the information goes way back into the 1580s, coming into Cornwall. So I'm happy to celebrate my Cornish heritage.
Beautiful. And how often do you get to wear this beautiful outfit of yours?
A couple of times a year. I celebrate my Cornish ancestry there in Glen Innes when we celebrate the Celtic festival there. And it looks like we're going to be able to celebrate it here with the standing stones as well.
Can you say something in Cornish for me, please?
No.
Hello.
No, sorry. I'm not up with my Cornish.
I'm really looking forward to the parade. I believe you are too.
Yes, it's a special occasion to get dressed up. It's always good to be able to don the colours and parade, so that's cool.
Thank you.
No worries. Thanks, Avina.
Thanks. Nice to meet you, Bruce. So tell me, why are you here today?
Well, it's the official opening of the Celtic Stones Memorial in Queensland, which is the first Celtic monument in Queensland.
Wonderful.
And it's right in the heart of the territory, which is very Celtic background. The Patrick Mayne family lived here, and their house is actually the office of the Wesley Hospital, and they also donated land to the Queensland University, the making of the university. And also a chap by the name of McElwraith was the first premier. He was from Scotland, and the street over the back here is called McElwraith Street. And that's where he lived.
Wow, that's very interesting.
So this land has very sort of strong Celtic heritage.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about your outfit.
Yes, well, my my grandfather on my mother's side, his name was Weir, and we chased back to find the heritage, and the Weir family tartan were connected with McFarlane, McNaughton, and Buchanan, and I chose to have the McFarlane tartan kilt as my own, and I'm very proud of it.
Amazing. It looks beautiful and you look amazing today.
Thank you.
And can you tell me a little bit about this medal?
Yes. Well, the medal on my left breast is one from the Celtic Council of Australia, Queensland, and it is a medal called a DUA, which is Dua Universal, meaning honoured person. That's for keeping the Celtic culture alive in our country.
Amazing.
And the reason for that is I started playing the drum when I was about 7-year-old, and here I am today, 82 years later, and still playing.
Still playing the drums?
Yes.
And you are part of the parade today at 12?
Well, the actual parade, the marching, is a bit out of my sphere now, but I'll be playing when they pull up here.
Oh, wonderful. Amazing. Lovely to meet you, Bruce.
Thank you, Vina.
I know that this day means something extremely special to you.
Yes.
The monuments, how long did it take to
have
them here?
The monument was the idea of my wife, Mavis Williams, and that was approximately 8 years ago is when it started, and it's taken all that time to get it here to fruition.
Wow, amazing.
But we're very happy with the ground that we've got, and very pleased.
And the day has finally arrived.
Yes.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy the rest of the celebrations, and I look forward to seeing you play your drum.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce.
Okay, Nigel, just tell us why you're here today.
I provide the public with many Celtic items. For example, I go to the St Patrick's Day parade every year and sell hand-waving flags. And I'm very pleased to say that when you see flags at that parade being waved by children, old people, the whole lot, they were all bought from me. And I think that's a good service I provide for the Irish community. Now, I also sell a wide variety of other Celtic stuff, including Cornish and Manx. Those are the two lesser-known Celtic nations. And people enjoy buying my stock, and of course it helps them to relate to their ancestors or to the place they came from and to their Celtic heritage.
Hi, Tom. What brings you here today?
Well, today I'll be playing quite a bit of music. I'll be singing songs from all the Celtic countries. As you can tell, I'm originally from Scotland. Normally do a lot of Irish music, but for these events I do some Breton, Welsh, Manx songs as well.
Amazing. So what is your background, your Celtic background?
My background, I'm from Glasgow in Scotland. Glasgow is a very Celtic city, and there's a lot of Irish culture in Glasgow, so I was brought up on both Scottish and Irish culture and songs and dancing and those sort of things. And since I've been involved with this group, I've learned some Breton and Manx and even one Cornish song.
Wonderful. And what does this day mean to you?
This day? Well, this day is the culmination of a huge amount of work by the Committee of the Celtic Nations to establish these stones. I've heard about it for years, and it's great to see it's come to fruition.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bruised and burned